Okay, this is how to sharpen a knife using a plate. Really simple. One side, the other side. Just don't cut yourself. Okay, this is how to dice an onion. You cut so that you go through the knot. Make horizontal cut, vertical cut, and then vertical cut. And then a few on the knot. Again, horizontal cut, vertical cuts. Oh. And some on the knot. Now these are ready to be sauteed to make some onion bread. You start the saute with some oil and butter in a pan and heat it up. Next, add the onions, but not too many at once. You don't want to overload the pan. Otherwise you steam them instead of sauteing them. Oh. These look like they're about ready to come out, so I'm going to take them out. I'm going to try to keep some of the oil in the pan rather than dump all the oil with the onions, so that for the next batch we'll have a little bit of oil. Okay. Okay, we dump out the second batch. This is just one onion's worth of onion. And next we'll start the bread. Okay, we're going to make the bread dough now. I've got 3 cups of water, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to add 2 packets of yeast. One and a half tablespoons of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, some sauteed onions, 1 onion, and 6 1/4 cups bread flour. You don't need a fancy mixer, just using a wooden spoon. And we're not going to knead this dough, just being mixed. This is based on the book Artisan Bread in 5 Minutes a Day. But the onions are not in the book as a dough ingredient. So this is a new thing. Okay, it's mixed. Now, let this sit for an hour and have it double in size. Tasty. Okay, it's been an hour since the dough is mixed, and it's in a container where I've made a small hole in the lid, so it's not airtight. It's important. You can see the dough is risen and looking good. Okay, this is the next day. We got the dough. This is about 4 pounds worth of dough. Would make 4 1-pound loaves of bread, or maybe 4 big bagels for each pound of dough. So to separate it, I'm just going to cut it in half. And cut it in half again. Now I'll go back in the refrigerator in a minute. And we'll make this into 4 bagels. So for right now, we're just going to make a little ball. I've turned the oven on 450 so it can be warming up, and I have a pot of water on the stove, but I haven't turned that on yet because the fan's going to make a lot of noise. So when I turn off the camera, I'll turn that fan on. So we're just going to let these guys sit for 20 minutes. That'll be about 11:30. In the boiling water, we're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay, now we make the bagels from the little balls. The book says to put a plastic cover over them while they're rising. Okay, we'll let these sit for a little bit. Okay, the water's finally boiling. Now we wait 2 minutes. A little bit tight. Okay, give those 1 minute. Okay, into the oven. Cup of hot water. Away we go. Okay. They're not done yet. Just a little more time. Okay, it's been another 5 minutes. Looking good. Okay. I could have cooked, well, I think it's probably okay.